very much for coming out this evening. My name is Victor Martinez, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now close your eyes. Oh, so many things to hold. Okay. Now close your eyes for 15 seconds and imagine you're a senior in bed without any friends or family nearby, and the added responsibility a family now has in providing care for you. The DotBox, the DotBox addresses these problems. It's a guiding light that answers questions 1 time, 2 times, or 40 times, and is used to fight and is proven to fight against isolation and alleviates caregiver stress. This could be you. The problem with healthcare in America. Watson, the E-Caregiver, is a groundbreaking, cloud-based, scalable application solution that provides quicker, efficient, effective information in 4 languages. Instead of focusing on all of the problems of healthcare, the DotBox is a tool used to fight against isolation and cuts costs on communication between the caregiver, the administrator, and the aging parent or the client. There are few current methodologies that address this solution. I address communication costs in healthcare, which is the only sector where 50% of revenue comes from government spending. There are 13,000 people per square mile in Boston, yet 10 people per square mile in North Dakota. But current costs of delivering a letter every day for a year to 10,000 homes costs $1.8 million. One commercial in Boston every day costs $3.6 million. And to provide 1 8-hour shift for 10,000 seniors at a cost of $144 a shift costs $1.4 million a day. In either location, the problem remains the same. Briefly, before I show you the DotBox is scalable and is a revolutionary tool and communication solution used to fight isolation, it's important for all of us for a few reasons. This aging community is only growing larger, and this is a problem we are trying to effectively solve. But no one has done it in an elegant way. And that's why I'm here today. It's cheaper, it's scalable. Previously, we spoke about the cost, and the DotBox is definitely more effective and a cost-saving solution as well as a cash cow. Visual image recognition reads text on images. Visual image recognition reads text on images. There's a camera that when you hold a book up, okay, it will read the text on any image. Now, what I want you to focus on is not that it can read an image, but that this technology has never been seen before. Language Translator. So, oh well. Okay, so what the Language Translator does is persons with limited English proficiency often have to rely on their children to interpret for them. Or they may call on neighbors or even strangers to act as interpreters or translators in pressing circumstances. Such approaches in healthcare are hardly adequate. Under Title VI, organizations must ensure that limited English proficiency persons have meaningful access to the services that they pay for or that we pay for them. Push notifications and personal private notices can be sent by a computer to the DotBox and interacts with the senior and helps them to interact with each other. Also, commercials are pushed twice daily through the service to the DotBox. Now, the DotBox has given back seniors the independence and ability to remain strong. Now that you understand the DotBox, it's time for any questions that you may have. Any questions about caregiving or the blend of technology? I know I couldn't do a demo, the internet was a little weak, but I can go into any facility, any nursing home, any home, and all of my stuff works now. It's ready, and I do have some customers. So any questions about how the DotBox is used? Anything? So describe a customer use case. Okay, there's a young couple who they want their parent to know where they're living because they just moved their parent into their home and into the community. So they fill out the form for a DotBox, much like when you hire a caregiver. You're going to tell the caregiver everything about the parent, activities of daily living, what they like to eat, when they eat, everything. That goes into a database. That database is then programmed into the conversation and interacts with the senior. This reinforces where they're living, helps them to fight isolation, and is a tool to help fight against Alzheimer's or memory impairment as in the beginning stages. It reminds them to lock the door, can remind them to feed the pet. It can do anything that a caregiver does, and it alleviates stress for the caregiver and for the children who have to care for that aging parent. Administrator can push a notification at any time through a computer, and it comes on the DotBox. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, DotBox Finance.